Welcome to Married to Portuguese. On each episode, my English-Irish husband, Bob, and I discuss and laugh about our life and adventures in the Portuguese culture.
Bom dia.
Bom dia. Hi, everyone. Right. Well, we're on to our other podcast here, and I'm just going to put it out there, and that is, I get messages all the time asking me, does Bob really like Portuguese food? So before I answer for him, I figure it's his podcast. He is married to Portuguese. So, Bob?
I find Portuguese food muito bem.
Muito bem.
Si.
Oh, muito bem. You said that very well. Muito bem.
Thank you. Absolutely. And I will admit that some of it was an acquired taste.
Mm-hmm.
And, background, English-Irish. Food was pretty straightforward growing up in, suburban America. I think growing up, the only, exotic thing I can remember was it Wednesday was Prince Spaghetti Day? Right? There's no Taco Tuesdays.
It was Prince Spaghetti Day.
Prince Spaghetti Day.
Yeah.
Anthony.
I remember that commercial. Yeah.
So,
oh, boy. We're dating ourselves now, but that's okay.
So, Italian food there was French restaurants, if you had money.
Yes.
And they were Italian restaurants, which were, okay.
Yeah.
But Portuguese we weren't in a Portuguese community, weren't near a Portuguese community, so it was nothing that we tried. So, when we started dating, and then I was fully engulfed in love with Portuguese food.
Mm.
I'm still thinking to that first Thanksgiving and the spread your mom had put out for all the different types of meat. Yeah, I fell in love with all of that. And I can't think of a dish that I don't like now.
Mm.
So what has grown on me, octopus has grown on me.
Mm.
At least the way it's roasted, the way
Yes.
your cousin makes it.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Marcella's grown on me.
Mm.
But that grew on me with having black pudding in Ireland.
True. And in Italy, too.
Through my own people. Now, I only remember it in Ireland, but you may be right.
Yeah, we also had it in Italy as well.
Mm-hmm. So that's grown to me. What was the fried bacon back?
Oh, to sing.
And Bacalhau, that took a couple of tries. Just such a strong...
It is.
It's a strong flavor.
It is.
But just love it now, and it is one of my favorites.
So today, for example,
Today,
he wakes up in the morning and he goes, I think I know what I want for lunch.
mm-hmm.
I want to go to Tia Maria's and I want to have a tosta mista.
Yeah.
So guess what, folks? Where did we just come back from?
Papagino's. No, we were at Tia's, and I had
Yes.
I had my tosta mista on.
Yes. And we do not we're not owners of Tia Maria's, even though I have some people ask me, I didn't know you owned a cafe shop. I don't. We love that establishment. We love Jessica. We love her family, her mom and dad, her husband, just a beautiful, beautiful family.
Going there for 10 years, at least,
Yes.
generally at least once a week
At least.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
And again, tosta mista, if you're not familiar, it's like a grilled cheese with ham.
Yeah.
But it's on bowls-left, right? The Portuguese muffin and São cheese.
Yeah.
São
She makes it that way.
cheese. Well, that's the way I like it.
Yeah. But when we're in the Azores, it's toast. It's regular sliced bread.
Or popsec.
Oh, popsicle. Yeah.
Popsec's pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's really good. Portugal Market in their cafe, they've got really good tosta mistas.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
But, who doesn't like a grilled cheese sandwich?
With
right?
ham.
With ham.
Yeah. So that was today, folks. That was today.
Or tomato. We
Yeah.
love their flatbread pizza as an appetizer that's got
Oh, my
rodellas and
linguiça. So we had, what was it? It was it last month or the month before?
Yeah, I think before Christmas we were there.
Yeah, we were there and we're like, I don't know what we want. We want to try something different, whatever. And I can't remember who was the server. And they're
It
like,
was Ryan, Jessica's husband.
it
Ryan.
was Ryan. And he's like, have you tried our flatbreads? And I went, no, I'm not having flatbreads. And he's like, try the one with the rodellas and the linguiça. You're going to like it.
The first one went okay. And we went back the next time. Like, oh, let's give it another try. Now
Yeah.
we're just in love with it.
We love it now. It's like, of course, it's like a flatbread, flatbread dough. And on it, they have fried rodellas, which is hand-cut fries.
Yeah.
Potato fries.
All right, I get it. That's not a traditional Portuguese food.
It's not.
But it's got some Portuguese ingredients that are terrific.
So good. So good. To the point where I think last week we had our daughter with us and we're like, we're going to order this. And they're like, what? And then at the end, they're like,
Potato on a pizza.
potato on a flatbread. What? And it was good. Now they love it too.
I love Korean food too. I've been to Asia
True.
a few times.
We love kimchi.
And in Seoul, I've had potato pizza where it's like potato and mustard.
Oh,
Very unique.
okay.
So,
yeah.
Either my taste buds are waning as I get older and I can eat anything, or my palate's opened and I enjoy everything. I don't know. But I just...
One way or another.
One way or another. But you've been cooking a lot as you've been finishing book 2.
Yes.
And you've made some really terrific meals. So you made the spiritual bacalhau.
Oh, that's right.
And describe that for the folks.
Well, how can I explain it? Well, I love bacalhau com natas, which is a codfish and cream, and which is so good. So good. It's delicious. And so my family in San Miguel, they know that that's one of my favorite dishes. So one of the last times we were there, they had this dish that looked like bacalhau com natas, but there was more in it. And then there was, carrots, and some other stuff that we went, what is that? And then my cousin goes, oh, that's bacalhau espiritual, which is, and I'm like, okay, I need this recipe. I need to make it. So I made that, and
it was really good.
So good.
Recipe in book 2, by the way.
Book 2 is there. So good. So you like
available for pre-order.
Yeah, we are. We're going to do pre-orders.
So that was really good.
Yes.
And then you surprised me. We had a little bit of a snowstorm the other day. So while I was out shoveling, and it was like, if you're in the Northeast, you know what I say? It was cement. Right?
Yeah.
It was 6 inches, but the first 3 were, on the driveway at least, was just wet and sloppy. So it was a lot of work. And when it came in, you had surprised me by making papas.
Papas.
Which is not anything I grew up with. We have this debate all the time because I grew up with cream of wheat, which is kind of popish adjacent.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not.
All right, but I grew up with cream of wheat, which was a great treat for me. I'm sorry, and sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So there's room in this world for both.
There is.
And so you'd made popish for me.
Uh-huh.
And by the time I came in, it had cooled and it was kind of firm.
Yeah.
You had sprinkled some cinnamon on it,
Yep.
which was fine. But I felt it was missing a little something. So I popped up, went to the fridge, following some inspiration. I grabbed some blueberry preserves and put the jelly on the popish. And it's now my favorite.
Wow. It was wonderful.
In fact, I think that's breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And so for those of you out there who know what papas is a porridge. So, and you, depending on your grandmother or your mom, you either had papafina, which is made with all-purpose flour. Papa grossa was made with corn flour. And it would be sometimes toasted corn flour to add a little bit more to it. And then it would be papa de maizena, which is cornstarch. And so that's what I was raised with. It was either one of those 3. And papa de maizena, which is the cornstarch one, that was like the really fancy one. And my grandmother would sometimes put chocolate powder in that. So it tasted like chocolate pudding to me, which is amazing. But I like papa fina with just regular all-purpose flour. That's my favorite. So that's what I made the other day. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a papa.
Is that the recipe on our website?
Yes.
At www.azoreangreenbean.com?
Yes, that's very good. You can plug that in there. That's very good fun. And so I'm like, okay, I feel like having papas. Perfect day for it. It really sticks to your bones. I mean, it fills you up. It's just fantastic. I think it's delicious. So of course I like it with a little bit of cinnamon and sometimes a little bit of sugar because there isn't that much sugar in it to begin with.
No.
So I have my plate. I made enough for two. I have my plate, and
you made my plate first though, and then you made your plate. Yeah,
okay.
No, I know that wasn't the way it went.
No.
I know.
Troublemaker. And then I'm like, oh, this is so good. And of course I eat the going all around first, and I work to the center because I like I like the texture of it, whatever it is. And he goes in the fridge and gets out the blueberry preserves. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I think it just needs a little something else. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. This is perfect. This is the perfect dish. And so he goes, just taste it, will you? And of course, I'm like, gosh, darn it. You're right, Lawton.
Yes, I was right.
Lawton was right again. And wow, it was really good. And so I'm thinking now, because you know how I make jams all the time. In the summertime, I always make my strawberry jams. Although this season I did not get to make blueberry preserves like I usually do. We did not go blueberry picking.
Pumpkin.
I made pumpkin. I made tomato. All of that. So the pumpkin, I should say, excuse me, the blueberry preserves were not mine.
No.
But it's the French one, the one that I can't remember the brand. It comes as close to homemade that I really love, and it was spot on.
Now you got a message from somebody, coincidentally, I think, about papas, and they wanted to know if you had the recipe that would make it firm enough to pick up after it had cooled down, and you'd never heard of that.
No, I haven't. And I wrote back and I said, I'm so sorry. I've never had it that way. I wouldn't know where to begin. But the more we talked about it, as we were eating it, going, oh, I answered her back that I had no idea. But if you let it cook for a longer time, because you stop once it starts bubbling. Once it starts bubbling and boiling up and it bubbles up, it's done. It's cooked. So then at that point, you would put it on your plate for it to cool off. And not in a bowl, or if you wanted, all softness to it, having it more softer. But in a plate and let it cool, I would assume you cook it longer and you put it a very small amount on a plate, on a leveled plate, a flat plate, and let it cool completely. Then I guess it would harden up or be enough that it would be thick.
Maybe add some cornstarch to it?
I don't know.
It's a thickener?
Yeah. I don't know.
If anybody knows.
Yeah, if anybody knows, please let us know so that we can help this. And that's the whole thing. It's like someone is trying to work on their food memories. So they have these amazing food memories and they want to recreate that, whether it's for themselves to feel a little bit closer to whoever it was that would make that for them, or if they want to share and pass along it to their children or to their grandchildren. You know what I mean? And that's all what this is all about. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I mean, all about our food and what we have is all about recreating amazing food memories.
Mm-hmm.
But papas and preserves on top. Who knew?
Good stuff.
Good stuff, Lawton.
Couldn't eat that every day.
No. And the funny thing is there were people who that was their meal. But then again, they were walking from here to there and working.
Yeah, they were getting their steps in.
They're getting their steps and working out every day with whatever work that they did. So if you work like that, then you can have papas every day. For those of us that are not doing that,
A little more sedentary.
yeah, no, we cannot have that every day. But it's so
You've been threatening to make cavacas.
I have been threatening to make cavacas.
Yet, no cavacas.
There's always tomorrow.
That's the problem. I can't eat them tomorrow. I have to eat them today.
Oh, because today is our cheat day? Is that it?
Well, no, tomorrow never happens. Well, I only have today. Tomorrow.
You've had your tosta mista. You've had, what else is it that you want to have? You want cavacas.
Well, there's a bottle of Montevel waiting for me upstairs in the kitchen, so.
There is. Yeah, okay, I guess, folks, I'm going to say goodbye.
What does a man have to do to get some cavacas?
And I have to go bake him some cavacas.
Yes, please. Yes, please. This is the perfect place to end this so you can bake.
All right.
I'll wash the dishes.
There are no...
After you're done cooking?
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Done.
We'll do that.
It's a done deal.
Thank you, folks.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'd love to hear your ideas for topics. Ciao.